Everybody, we've got some breaking news when it comes to the XRP price action. XRP pushed down below the 37 cents and failed to hold the 369 level. It's currently around the 3676, so we really need to get back over the 369 level. We're going to get into the chart so we can look at these very serious support levels that are within this range. But it's becoming very urgent right now. I've been posting the last couple days about how XRP needs some bulls to step in so we don't lose this very critical level. If we fall outside of this range that we seem to be pushing back down towards the 355 level, it's going to get very, very volatile, especially if we lose this next support level, which is down around the 362 level. So the 369 was important to try to hold that because we've already lost the 377. And that's what we were trying to push up to ultimately push up and try to push up to the top of the falling channel at around the 391 level. But it's just not happened. We're not getting any broader support. But we did end the week strong, as you can see with the Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ. So we'll see what happens there. But the futures market's going to come online. But we need to look at the XRP Daily Technical Analysis really quickly here. Make sure to hit that like button, as it really will help push me through the analytics. And the support on the last two videos have been absolutely spectacular. And also the likes as well. It's absolutely pushed me through the analytics. And it'll probably be hopefully the same here because you guys have been showing tremendous support and gals. And together we can actually bring a lot more people into this community. I don't speak the FUD or the bullshit. What I do is I do it a different way. I give you the honest to God truth the way I see it because you want to hear what I see or the way I believe. And even if I end up wrong in the grand scheme, I truly believe what I'm saying. So I believe together we're going to build a brighter future. So make sure you hit that like button so we can get more and more people into this community. Good mid-afternoon, 2:51 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Sunday, March 5th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So we're going to do a quicker update here. I'm going to try to do this in 5 minutes or less so that I can get the information out to you when you need it. And then if you want to see a more in-depth update, go look at this morning's update. It's about a 10-minute video, but we cover a lot of things within it. Right now, we're going to focus just on XRP. As of right now, and in the 4-hour time frame, it's very important to look at it like this, because right now it's just a wick, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we have an over-exaggerated dump down to 3671, but the bottom line is if we can come back up and hold the 369, this would be nothing more than kind of like a pull down for some liquidity. On the other hand, if we take it down into the 30-minute, if we continue some pressure, because we do continue to have these overwhelmingly strong candles here, at least this second one. So if we can have a hold here somewhere below the 3680 level, that would confirm another push farther. But if this starts pulling back up, and let's say in the next 7 minutes we can get back over the 369, that's showing a little bit of strength here, even though it doesn't look great here. It looks like this is getting ready to pull down, but we can't verify that unless we lose this 369, and we can't just put it on one 28-minute run or 23-minute run. So basically one 15-minute candlestick. We have to put it on a 4-hour. Now, what I would expect to happen, even if this is going to play some bullishness here, we already came up here and failed to double top up here. When we tried to come through, we could say it was some kind of weird recovery. But wouldn't it be more likely that it would either come back and retest the 3618 as support, or have to come all the way back down to the 355? Now, the reason I classify the 355 as major area, you lose that. Now, all you've got left are these areas. You've got a pattern uptrend that flows through here at 348, and we'll expand on that in a second, or the 3479. And then the downtrending support here on the falling channel down at 3434. And that's the short term. The reason we're looking at the short term is because after this move, it's going to be a very volatile move. Whether it breaks to the downside or to the upside out of this channel that I've drawn out here, it's going to be very volatile. And it looks like more and more that it's going to start to break to the downside. But I don't want to confluently say that because there's still a lot of room up here in pressure to come up close to that 45-cent level. And that's what I want everybody to remember here. And then it's like, well, how do you come up with that number? Well, if we look at the other chart, and we're gonna shoot it straight here, folks. I don't bullshit. Downtrending resistance up here, first level is 39223. So you've seen the other short-term chart. This is more of the macro look within the areas, without all the bullshit. You know, just the macro and what kind of formations we're in. This, irrelevant. So we're looking at this. The next level, if we were to break the 394, we've got room, like we showed on the other chart, up to about 45. This one shows us all the way up to 437. So now you start to find these levels here. And this one's important because it's the all-time chart. And look at that, I just went over 5 minutes. Damn it, I was trying to do it for real. But this is the all-time chart, and that's the uptrending resistance. Now, if you break that, there's a lot of room if you start going all the way out there. That's all the way up. That's why I keep saying 88, 92 cents is a possibility. But it would have to break out of these key areas. And right now, it hasn't happened. That's why I'm buying sub 40 cents, buying the sub 20 cents and below, because I firmly believe at some point, we're going to hit the December of 2020 lows, which is when the lawsuit was announced, around 12.8, maybe a little bit lower. But I keep it up at the higher end of 12 cents because it's legitimate. And I believe I can build into it on the way down. My plan was only to have 10,000 tokens of XRP. And people are like, oh my God, only 10,000 for the Savior coin. Well, some people say it's going to 10,000. So why do I need so many coins? You feel me? But that's not why. The reason why my goal was 10,000 is because I need Algo, IOTA. I need DGB, VChain, ZIL. We have the Internet of Things, and we have the iOS 20022 tokens. You know, and then there's going to be Filecoin if you can work it in. You have to have HBAR. That's very important. Tanya knows. And a few others do as well. But there's certain ones you're going to have to work in there. So it's not just XRP. But I'll tell you this, I'll have wall more than 10,000. Let's just say for how long it's been under 40 cents, I can all but claim my goal and then some by the time this hits the sub 20 cents in the bottom. And then I'll have everything I've ever wanted. Because the length of this bear market's been spectacular. And we called it while it was so high up. So in conclusion, this uptrending support here at I like to say 338 because that's where in my heart of hearts, when we're looking at this 2020 uptrend, 2020 uptrend, we need to hold this. Actually, let me make sure that's the 2020 uptrend. I said that this morning. Now I'm like, is that even the 2020? Yeah, I thought so. So the March of 2020 uptrend, and it's the 338. We must hold the 338, folks. We must hold the 338. Once you lose the 338, when we go into the short-term chart, you know the 287 level. That's kind of, it's not that it's irrelevant, but if we're breaking through to the 2017 uptrend, it's telling us, yes, it's there, but we're going to have to work through it. Yeah, we might have to bounce around to the 287 and back up and around and back up and down, you know, Centralville and downtown and all this other garbage. But the bottom line is eventually we would work our way down to the next uptrend, the true uptrends, and I like to play the true uptrends. Yes, these charts are fun to look at because it looks like a lot of things are going to happen. See all the stuff? But really, when you break it down into the 30-minute, yeah, it looks like that. We can make it look fancy. We can get people to come in here. You know, a lot of influencers can, you know, get their rocks off and get their audience to, you know, buy the bullshit because they can show them these short-term, nonsensical moves, even though if you bring it out and you take out all the bullshit, you break it down to the very basics, which is what I do here. A lot of people tell me I should charge and make it more advanced and do all this other shit. You want to know the truth? I've been working on something. And if you want to join Tom's Army, this is the only time I'm going to probably show you in March. I might show you one more time. That's it. I don't like to talk about this because I'm doing it. If people want to support me, so be it. And I throw the Telegram in if you join Tom's Army. And that's in the video description below and or the pinned comment below. So I've created a section where we have terminology. And I've been putting in some work here. Didn't just start today. So we start with terminology and you can learn. And I've got charts and my definition and what I believe. And then I've got things that you can learn with. And then I've got my links so you don't have to wait for YouTube. And then I've got the XRP daily setup that I do every single day right when I get up. Or when I can do it. The gold silver report, which we have a lot of people talking about the commodities now. We have charts shared by all members, which it comes and goes. SEC versus Ripple. I've been sharing stuff that I find, you know, very important, and I've been sharing it in here lately. And then we have the XRP futures trades, and I've only had 2, but nailed both of them. But I'm not gonna reach for the trades. And then we have the spot trading group as well, and that's where everybody's gonna get in here, and we're gonna all buy in at the same times as we go down. So that's something that I created, and I call it Tom's Army 2.0. But that is the only time I'm talking about it. It's like Fight Club. We don't talk about it, but it's there. And the only way to get into it is if you join Tom's Army. So, in conclusion, XRP, If we take it away from all the bullshit and have all the stuff written down, if we just take it out into a more macro look, we can see what's going on here, folks. We've got this chart. Remember what we talked about earlier, and I'll show everybody who doesn't. We went to the BITGET XRP USD perpetual futures chart because it had a key level there. And what did I tell everybody? That downtrending resistance, that is the key area right now. All the other charts really don't matter. It's this part right here. And that's the 369 level. It's so important. So yeah, it might look like just a red dot on my screen, like a line going across on the short-term chart, but it's there for a reason. And this chart is of much bigger ambitions, ladies and gentlemen. And I haven't shown this chart in a long time. You want to see the importance of this, and then I got to go. This is the breakout of what could be considered a massive descending triangle. And if it were to break to the top side of that, we would have no choice but to retest all the way up here at some point to the 456, 453 level. And that's the broken bull flag. Well, what chart matches up with that? Well, if we come to the top of this range, remember we've already pre-established right around that 45 whatever level here. So that's how we get confluency. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you got anything out of this, join Tom's Army. If you want to use the exchanges I do to trade XRP in the USA, we've got BitGet. Even though if you're a new user, you'd have to use a VPN, and I tell you not to do that. So if you're not on BitGet already and you're a new user, I encourage you to use MEXC. There's no spot fees on the buy and sell, just like BitGet. They allow USA users with no VPN. And then if you want to use UPHOLD, obviously that's always an option as well. Hashtag be better, do better. Hashtag fight assassins. And remember, help one person each and every day. Because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, it's very, very lonely and cold on the top.